Hello, everybody. It's me, Marina Martinez-Bateman. I am the CEO of New Coyote Consulting. We are an equity and communications consulting firm here in the Pacific Northwest. Every Monday, I come on this channel and I tell you my intentions for the week. Every Thursday, I come back and I tell you how I did on those intentions. I had a fairly good weekend. It was a little bit of a mixed bag. As you can probably tell from my voice, I spent a lot of time outside. Because the weather was nicer and it wasn't raining, it felt pretty safe to be able to go and spend some time outside with my friends and get to see everyone. I could, and that was very, very, very nice. I didn't get to see everyone I wanted, but I did get some good sort of like going out into the world time, which with my existing lung issues, going outside when it's cold is a gamble. It's a risky decision, especially with Omicron being fairly high still in Multnomah County where I live. But I was starting to really experience the sort of like mental effects of not having people around and not being able to see people. So I made a decision. I did everything as safe as I possibly could. Everything was outdoors. But yeah, I also saw some things while I was out that, put a damper on the day. I saw someone's car getting broken into, and then because the Portland police are having a tantrum and refusing to respond to any calls, nothing, like the person was visiting from out of state, and me and my husband stood there and tried to get them help, and no one would answer the phone anywhere. So that was really upsetting, and made me feel a lot of things about my town, and made me feel a lot of things also about like when people are saying a lot of bad things about Portland in the news. I'll sort of look at it and be like, oh, well, that's not true. And I don't think the story of like Portland being horrible is like, I think it's a lot more nuanced than that, is what I'll say. But it was a bummer. I'm not going to lie. I also noticed over this weekend of actually getting, well, not actually, yeah, actually getting to go outside and like go into the world, that I have built up some pretty heavy negative self-talk that I don't think I noticed it when I was just me and my husband in our house. And that's coming from somewhere. I don't know really where it is. So my intention this week is to just be calm in myself, and when that voice comes up, to try and sort of gently interrogate what they're doing here and like what they need from me and what their concern is. It can be really hard when sort of just shitty whatever comes into my head. I want to reject it and say like, nope, that's not how I feel about myself. That's not what I think about this situation. No, I rebuke you. But that voice is a voice of mine. That criticism is coming from somewhere. It originates somewhere. Tara Brach, in her book, Radical Self-Compassion, I think is what the book it's in, says, have tea with your id. So when negative voices come up, just say, would you like to sit down with me? Let's talk about what's disturbing you. Like, why is this narrative here? Why is this thought process here? Like, what are you, protecting me from or pushing me towards or like away from? So that's going to be my main intention from the week. That's a really sort of wishy-washy intention, but I'm still also doing my intentions from like, I think the last 2 or 3 weeks, where I really, really, really want to focus on eating regular meals and sleeping enough at night. Those things have really helped me in the last several weeks since I started doing them. And then I also want to do the thing me and my business coach worked out, I think it was last week or the week before, where I come to work every day with a task list. And as soon as that task list is done, unless it's making me money, like another task showed up on the list and it's going to make me money, we're leaving. We're done with the day. I'm doing that because I'm spending a lot more time on my days looking for work than I am working paid gigs right now. And that imbalance can be really exhausting. Especially I think for, I don't know, I think for anybody, but I think it hits me really hard because I really want to just be friends with the whole world. And a lot of times my proposals out are proposals of like, let's hang out, let's spend time together, let's work together. And it's very exciting to send a proposal out and think about the things that you could build with this potential client. And then when they say no, which is absolutely their right, obviously, it just can be a little bit like, oh, okay. And I have a lot of friends. I'm not, I don't know. I think there's just always going to be something about every person when you hear, no, we didn't pick you. It doesn't feel great. And you can learn to be much more practiced in receiving that. And I definitely spend a lot of time visualizing the right person coming into clients' lives and the things that they can build together because they're a good fit. And also it still hurts when like day after day you get lots of rejections, especially at a time like this when I'm sending a lot of proposals out. So sticking to that task list and then not doing more than 4 hours a day of work spent trying to find work. That is a technique that, like I said, my business coach and I came up with, but it's something that I used when I was first launching this company. And it really saved my sanity because spending time looking for work is exhausting. And if I spend 100% of my day looking for work, by the time the work actually comes in, I am so worn out that I don't have the energy to do the work I fought so hard to get. So making sure that spending time looking for work is very limited, and it's just, to me, it's that sweet spot of productivity where 4 hours in a day gets the most done with the least negative repercussions on my energy, and then I can say, cool, I've done what I came here to do. I've done my best. Tomorrow's another day. So those are all my intentions for the week. And some feelings and thoughts about life and everything. I'm really glad that the temperature is warming up. You can probably hear it in my voice that spending so much time outside over the weekend did have an effect on me. But I was just really sad being alone and inside for so long. I mean, not alone. I have my husband, of course. But being away from the world for so long. You know, I have to stay inside when it gets too cold because of my lung problems. And it can just feel like I'm trapped. So I probably won't be spending much more time outside this week. Hopefully I'll be good because this could get worse. But I am under doctor's orders to keep a warm beverage within arm's length at all times during the winter. I currently do not have my coffee with me, but that is because I forgot it in the house and I'm going to go get it right now. So remember to have lunch, put your intentions down below. I will see you on Thursday.